Head coach Johnny Hernandez. Coach, end of a really good series against Alabama State. Series win here at home. Just talk about opening up conference play with a series win against the perennial favorites.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great, right, to start off, conference play with a Series W, especially against the defending, SWAC championships champions in Alabama State. But overall, just, good job by the guys. I think today we grinded out that W. Things got a little bit more interesting in that top half of the ninth inning, especially after, the two games yesterday, right? We win game one behind Nolan Santos. Game two, kind of we were out of whack a little bit, to our liking. But, the guys came back and bounced back and grinded out a W for us to get the series W of the year.
Just talk about, the fact that the Hornets opened up every game scoring in the first, but today, the resilience. You did it in the first game yesterday. You did it today. The resilience of this team to say, you know what, we'll take the punch, we'll hit back.
It's something that we're kind of accustomed to, right, throughout the course of the year. If you look at the teams we've played over the season or over the weekends in the first part of the year, it seems like every time a team scored, we found a way to grind out ABs, grind out innings, and come back and answer back. So that's one of the positives that we go through the weekend. But yeah, I mean, that's a good ball club over there, and we knew that coming in. Coached by Coach Vasquez, who's a former Bethune-Cookman alumni and coach here, and Drew Clark, his assistant. But those guys do a great job, and it was a really good series to start off SWAC play.
Talk about the play of Louis Lipthraft today. He comes in, and was just steady. It wasn't overpowering. Today wasn't about the strikeout, and it really wasn't all day. It was just about getting ground outs, getting fly balls, doing the little things right. Just talk about his performance today on the mound.
I think he did a great job for us. He gave us an opportunity, to kind of hang in some innings. It was like bend don't break situation for him. We don't think he had his best stuff up to his standards, but again, on the mound we just want opportunity for outs. And he gave us 6 innings, which is what we were looking for, especially in game 3 of a finale, a series finale. So he just grinded it out his whole outing today and gave us a chance to turn it over to Torres and Gonzalez in the back half of the game.
Quality hits coming through today. Holland Hall, a triple, a double. You look down the order, and a guy that I don't think gets a lot of credit, but is steady, Colton Olison, and then Garcia. Just talk about the way that the hits came from everywhere in the lineup today.
Yeah, it was all sporadic. It wasn't just in one designated spot. I think if we work collectively as a group, especially on offense, this offense has an opportunity for, some long innings or extend some innings. Olison's our heartbeat. He's our team captain. Everybody, I think in the conference knows that, and especially in our dugout, in our locker room know that. But he just gets it going, and he's not, gonna wow you with anything special. He's our guy that we go to. Again, he's our heartbeat, and he grinds everything out. I mean, he had a first and third, went to third today on a base hit to center field, caused an error that led to a run, earlier in the game. But those are the little things that we have to be better at collectively as a group for us to, continue to find success.
Alabama State, obviously the perennial favorite. A lot of people have them as going to be champs again, but talk about what kind of a marker this lays down to be able to beat them in the opening series of the year. A lot of other people got to play each other out. It's 1 versus 2 right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this sets us up, right, for what we want to do, but we have to continue to get better. We have to punch in the clock, have that, blue-collar approach, right? Like, nobody's just going to give us anything, and that's a group that we have. It's a group that has faced some type of adversity in their lives, and they've been able to overcome it, and it fits well with our system, with what we're doing here at Bethune. So, again, that's a good ball club over there. People can say easily that may be the SWAC championship preview, but we're so far away from that. We just got to continue to get better as each day goes on to continue to have success for our ball club.
Their shortstop Flores kind of made plays out of this world. He was able to hit. Is that one of the players that kind of the underestimated players on their team if you look at them?
I don't think underestimated, right? But I think that, he provided, some defensive work for them, right? But again, that's a good ball club, right? You pitch and defend. I think they had 3 errors that we capitalized on today. Yesterday, last night, game 2, we made 3 or 4 errors that they capitalized in. And then it seems that the 2 wins we had, we pitched, we defended well, and then we had timely hitting. So again, that's just something that we got to continue to improve on if we want to continue to have success here in our program.
Brian Perez today, some great defensive plays as well as Garcia. Perez gets in this first series start this weekend. How do you think he did?
I think he did well. I think his timing's off a little bit. He is coming back from injury. He's been cleared. So, for us, the biggest thing is his defense. We know what kind of defender he is. He's a premier defender at the third base position, at the hot corner. But he's been well for us. His timing is it's going to eventually get there, and that's the thing that we want to hone in on him is don't worry about the results. This is pretty much his opening weekend. But it's good to have him in the lineup. It's good to have him at third base, just like we do with all of our guys that we put out there.
Really quickly on a pitcher that came in and you put a lot of faith in. A lot of people may have not heard a lot about him. Pablo Torres came into a kind of a tough situation, worked his way into some jams, worked his way out of those jams. Just talk about what you thought you saw from him today.
He's tough on the mound. It's 90-93 with a really good slider. He was highly recruited out of high school, and we're thankful for him choosing Bethune. But that's a freshman that's going to be here for a while, and I think he did well. Holding his composure and just kind of staying calm, cool, collected, and trusted his stuff, trusted in the pitch calling with Coach Sanchez, and he did well for us. He held us there, and then we turned it over to Gonzalez to get the final 4 outs.
Get ready for another tough week coming up, Coach. Good weekend right here, though, yeah?
Yeah, great weekend. Sets us up. We got Stetson on Tuesday, and we got another SWAC, conference weekend coming up with Mississippi Valley, and, our guys are ready to go.
Coach, appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Hail Wildcats.